But what their family did was like something very shameful. This is today I can understand if we go in a big scenario, the rapists, they came from these types of families.
It's 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. The end of the working week has arrived. Everyone's in a rush. Some head home to be with family, hang out with friends, or simply relax. 5 p.m. does, however, mark the beginning of working hours for this special female police patrol unit, known as the Winners. The Winners Unit, established in 2018 by the Calcutta Police, has the objective of providing specialised care for women who are victims of public violence in India, especially in Calcutta. Their main responsibility involves patrolling on compact white and blue motorcycles adorned with the unit's symbol, a pink wing. The police convoy navigates through small alleys onto the main road. The designated inspection site for this evening is Millennium Park, Calcutta's main public park. Everything seems to be in order. Female plainclothes officers have been dispatched to inspect the overall situation inside the park. Meanwhile, uniformed officers patrol the surrounding area. Sampa Guha, the leader of the Winners team, tells us that reports have surfaced about men causing problems for women at the park, resulting in the Winners team patrolling and maintaining order. She has undercover officers deployed to investigate within the park. Her goal is to ensure a sense of security for those who visit the park for relaxation and to create a peaceful environment in which people can truly unwind. The river breeze blows gently as couples sit nestled together on chairs by the river and among the bushes. Parents accompany their children for a stroll and to lie down. Some arrive as extended families, others as friends, all gathering to converse. The undercover Winners unit seamlessly mingles with the general public. This Friday night is peaceful, and the policewoman appears relieved that nothing untoward has happened to the women tonight.
Night is natural, but normally in other days, Millennium Park is so crowded. But today is normal.
We walk back to ask the squad outside about any serious situation. Before we can pose the question, though, the leader of the Winners receives a call from inside the park, reporting an incident. One of the undercover officers has been threatened and attacked.
What is going on?
All the policewomen in uniform rush to the scene. Upon their arrival, a large group of men and women shout loudly. They are the family of the man who has committed the crime, creating chaos to give their son time to escape before the police arrive. By now, the real culprit has escaped, so the Winners team attempts to control the remaining men, but they do not cooperate. The culprit's family escalates the chaos by incessantly shouting and arguing. They increase the pressure on officials by involving a child in the tumult and making phone calls while crying. Some create distractions by pretending to faint, and others even resort to assaulting the officials. The mayhem lasts for almost an hour. The undercover police officer who was assaulted recounts that it occurred when a man attempted to threaten another female undercover officer from the winners unit during their patrol.
I told him that please call your family. They should know that what you have did to her.
Did they know that you're a police officer?
No, until that time they don't know.
Okay.
Then they came. So his mom is like, oh, why are you grabbing him by his collar? So I told her that he was doing this to a girl. So this is not good. So I didn't do anything. Just grabbed him by his collar. So he was he just hold the mom. She started. She like, you can't do this. I told her that please don't do this to me. I am on duty and this is an offense. So she was like, who are you? Like she was giving me slangs and very bad comments. And there was 4 or 5 ladies there and they all started beating me and Chaitali. And you can see this happened.
Oh,
they grabbed
right here.
Yeah, exactly. There are also here and they are like by their shoes they were beating me.
In the midst of this incident, people who often walk through the park tell us that such occurrences are common here. This time, however, it involves the police. The unfortunate incident is subdued and brought under control. All this turmoil unfolded solely because the mother and the family sought to shield their culpable son. The offences are of a nature that could escalate to sexual harassment.
But what their family did was like something very shameful. This is today I can understand if we go in a big scenario, the rapists, they came from these types of family.
During the same event, another disheartening occurrence is witnessing the physical assault on a woman in public, right in front of a large crowd. A man, likely the husband, struck the woman forcefully in the face, with onlookers and police officers present. The woman seemed oblivious to the physical violence. Many Indian women are born into families where the father is violent towards the mother. When these women get married, their husbands also often resort to using violence against them.
If you want to see more great content from all over the world, please like the video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.
Vibrant, eye-catching colours, exuberance, and joyful smiles at a wedding mark just the beginning. The narrative that follows, though, is not as picturesque as the flowers or the attire worn during the wedding. Every 5 minutes, a report of domestic violence surfaces, involving a husband or his relatives. 1 in 3 Indian women has experienced physical abuse since the age of 15, and the perpetrators are often not strangers, but close family members. The data obtained from a survey of Indian women, conducted by the National Family Health Survey, was released by India's Ministry of Health. The people who physically abuse these young women the most are their husbands. Many of them acknowledged experiencing both physical and mental abuse from their husbands. More alarming than the prevalence of abuse is the fact that these young women indirectly contribute to their own harm by refraining from seeking help from others. Manoshi, the pseudonymous identity of this 38-year-old Indian woman, was once part of that group. Shortly after graduating with a bachelor's degree, her parents arranged a marriage for her to a young man from another village. After the wedding was over, she moved into her husband's family home, a customary practice. Unfortunately, she had to endure physical and mental abuse from both her husband and his family. Manoshi shared her experience with her father, but he advised her to be patient and adapt for the sake of the family, assuring her that it would get better. In India, women can only endure the brunt of violence. After years of endurance, however, Manoshi finally decided to make the change. She ran away and returned to live with her own family. Shortly after her mother's death, Manoshi received a call from her husband's family offering apologies, begging her to come back and promising that the violence she had experienced would never happen again. It turned out to be a trap, to lure her back into the cycle of abuse once again. Manoshi reveals that upon her return, she still faced both physical and mental abuse from her husband and parents-in-law. Additionally, they took her hard-earned salary. One day, she discovered she was pregnant. Fearing potential harm and the loss of her child if she stayed, she chose to escape once again. After that, Manoshi decided to report the incident to the police. Unfortunately, in India, it is common practice for male police officers to ignore cases of such violence and fail to file reports. Finally, Manoshi's relatives stepped forward, offering support for her and her child until she could regain her independence. She is currently a single mother and is employed by a non-profit organisation dedicated to assisting women and children facing similar situations. Manoshi has transformed her story and experience into valuable advice for other victims, with a special emphasis on teaching her only son to grow up as a gentleman. She acknowledges that changing societal attitudes in India on this matter is challenging, and there is still a long journey ahead. Nevertheless, progress is being made, and the significance of women is gradually becoming more evident. Amendments were made to increase the penalties in rape cases. A new law was enacted to safeguard women within the family, and this issue gained prominence in the election campaigns of various political parties. This includes policies aimed at increasing the number of female police officers. India is a patriarchal society where men hold dominant roles and enjoy privileges, care, service and protection. Conversely, women often remain nearly invisible, experiencing frequent neglect and oppression. Entering a police station populated solely by male officers to report a family matter is something with which Indian women feel uncomfortable and want to avoid. Even in serious situations, such as being physically abused by one's husband, the police often regard it as normal. Many times, they advise women to go home and handle the situation themselves, implying that women are expected to endure violence. This is the Watgunge Women Police Station in Kolkata, exclusively serving women and married couples. In addition to its beautiful decor, the facility is modern, clean and filled with a gentle scent. Essential oils are used to promote relaxation and ease pressure for those using the service. As this space houses the Women's Grievance Cell, an agency dedicated to receiving and addressing complaints specifically related to women. Women seeking the service will meet with a staff member for a one-on-one session. Complaint information will be treated confidentially and forwarded to the relevant agencies to expedite a resolution to the problem. Additionally, there is a complimentary post-marital counselling service available for couples. Guri Mukherjee, Deputy Commissioner of Police in Kolkata, expresses her desire for complainants to feel at ease, assuring them that their complaints will be kept confidential. In the context of the societal structure in India, limited avenues exist to assist women. Therefore, every stage of the investigation leading up to the resolution of the case holds significant importance in the minds of Indian women. The initiatives of the Kolkata Police Headquarters extend beyond this. This exclusively female police station is among 8 such stations in Calcutta. Today, a group of women gathers to submit statements to female police officers over an incident in which the husband of a tea shop owner directed harsh and rude words towards another shop owner. Even though it isn't a major case like domestic assault, the female police officers listen attentively and attempt to mediate. As interactions escalate with voices becoming raised, the female police chief invites the parties to talk and mediate in a private office. In the end, both parties express satisfaction and agree to return to selling tea next to each other. Shahjai Khan, the complainant, explains that the all-female police station has been extremely helpful. Without this option available, previously, she likely wouldn't have reported the case. The presence of female officers puts her at ease when coming to the police station. Certainly, cases like these are not the primary objective of establishing an all-female police station, but they represent a step towards achieving their goal. It contributes to creating an atmosphere in which the gap for women in Indian society is reduced. Suchimita Misra, the officer in charge of Watgonge Women Police Station, explains that having an all-female police station empowers more women to come forward and report crimes. In Indian society, women often fear going to a police station where only men are present. While discrimination and inequality persist in Indian society, the establishment of all-female police stations marks a positive change. Now, more women feel comfortable reporting complaints, and not just during the day. If there's an incident at night, they now dare to come and report the crime. This all-female police station was established in early 2016. The list of male police chiefs remains, however, extensive, given that the force was founded over 200 years ago. Initially, there was curiosity about the duties of and necessity for an all-female police station. As the work solving cases, ranging from sexual harassment to physical abuse within families, progressed, it began to instill confidence among the people, particularly women who felt defenceless. Therefore, an increasing number of women are coming forward to report crimes. This elderly man accompanies his daughter to report a case of physical abuse by her husband, which has left her with paranoia. This situation reflects the positive response and confidence in the all-female police station's work. Suchimita explains that initially people in society, especially women, lacked trust in them. There was even a tendency to look down on them, questioning whether female police, like them, could handle cases effectively. Now, when a report is filed at the nearest police station and the case doesn't progress, many people request that the matter be referred to their all-female police station for prosecution. In almost every case, the criminals have successfully been apprehended. Whether it involves establishing a female police patrol unit like the Winners or an all-female police station, it's a genuine effort to increase the number of female officers. Adding more female police officers to handle cases of violence against women may not, though, address the root cause, as it doesn't reduce the number of victims. At least these female police officers play a small part in the narrative, encouraging many Indian women courageously to share their experiences of adversity as never before. Establishing all-female police stations marks the beginning of addressing the problem. As long as the notion of male superiority persists, and attacks on women are considered normal and deserved in the lives of many Indian men and women, however, significant challenges remain. The question is, how many female police stations need to be built, or how many more female police officers will be required to ensure that there are enough to address gender-based violence and related issues?